now that you know how to do that properly and kind of have a concept of why we have separated SAA sides, let's look at our hood SAA as an example of when things can go wrong. So I'd love to say that we set this up on purpose to have things wrong with it, but we didn't. This just happens to be in a bad state already. So that's why we're trying to make these videos and have some formal training so we can prevent this in the future. When you look at this hood, you're going to see about 5 things that are wrong with it. So you should notice that we have containers without lids sitting. Some are labeled, some are not. Debris strewn about with no labels, no idea what's in there. Mysterious contents. There was this sky, which we discovered earlier, and if you look in the top, you can see that it's quite full, and at the time that we saw this, it was actually overflowing. You can do the shake test, and that settles down the syringes and other sharps that are within the sharp container a little bit, but still, it's past 2/3 capacity, which is as full as these are allowed to get. So we are actually going to requisition this today and get it out of here, and this one will be its replacement. So the next thing that's wrong with this is there's stacking going on of these chemical waste bags. So this is not allowed to have things resting on other chemicals. You want to be as cautious as possible to prevent any type of mixing of incompatible wastes. And that just makes the problem so much worse. So you don't want things overflowing. You want a single layer of chemical waste bags in the SAA. If, for whatever reason, you come up to the hood to use it and to generate some waste, and you discover that it's in this state, the first thing that you should be doing is letting Ambrose know. Send him an email. Just go hop on the computer, send him an email right away, and tell him, there is a problem with the SAA in the hood. Can you address that, please? So, this is great that it's got a problem. I'd like everyone to know what it looks like when it's bad, and let's not let it get this way. So another thing that's wrong with this setup here is that there's all these debris that are out, and they're not labeled. So we need to be able to keep this area clean. One way to do that is for everyone that comes to use the hood to leave it a little bit cleaner than it was when you got here. So ideally, there won't be anything to fix. It'll just look great initially. But that's not usually the case because some people are messier than others. So just do your part to keep it clean. Stuff like pipetters, put them in the appropriate waste bag when you're using them. Don't let them sit around. Just be aware sometimes things get stuck underneath the little lip here. Do your part to make sure it's clean.